and stream. וואו. לא עשיתי את זה כבר זמן, מה? בוא נצא מהמשחק, ככה לא נהיה כזה בעיות. וואי. לא יצא לי לשחק ב-TheGreatAceAttorney Chronicles, אולי מה זה? Inconsistency seer? מה היה עם Great Ace? זה... מה זה... זה לא אמור להיות אפשרי. רגע, לא, זה בלתי אפשרי. זה אשכרה לא יכול לקרות. איך זה אפשרי בכלל? זה לא אמור להיות אפשרי. איך אתה פה? Did you not understand what I was saying? Is everything okay? How did you get here? How is that even possible? Okay, whatever. בלתי אפשרי, אין שום סיכוי, זה לא אמור לקרות, הלייב נגמר, אין אף אחד שצופה, אני סיימתי את השידור חי שלי, הכל בסדר, איך לעזאזל אתה הגעת לפה? How the hell did you get here? אוקיי. אולי, אני יותר מדי. עייף. אין באמת מתחיל יותר מאוחר, לא שיחקתי. באמת? כל הקייס הזה היה קצת מעייף. קייס 2 של investigations. אלוהים. אולי אני פשוט אלך לישון, כן. נשמע רעיון טוב קצת. ואתם אני קצת אלך לישון, אז... אין שום סיכוי שזה אמיתי, זה לא יכול להיות אמיתי. הוא לא אמור להיות פה, אף אחד לא אמור להיות פה. זה אשכרה בלתי אפשרי. אוקיי. God, it's been a while. He finally fell asleep. I wasn't expecting him to be awake. What the hell? He said end stream. He must have ended it. How is it? Okay, whatever. Hey, it's me. since I've been here. Finally managed to get back here legally with game. Close to a year now, I think. I'm pretty sure it's been around a year. So, yeah. Sorry if I'm a bit rusty. Maybe I can do something. Maybe I can make him, like, read some of the dialogue. Actually, I should go with this. Maybe I'll be a spectator, but it should be time already. Just play. If I could just stop playing the game. I don't know what was that. Should be fine. Maybe I'll make him wake up or something. Of course they are safe. Yeah, thankfully he didn't open the game. So he doesn't know how much progress I've been here, but I have been checking his channel from time to time. It has been quite a long time. I should actually show the game now. Maybe I'll make him read the voice lines for the characters. As I believe I'll be more of a spectator myself. So, sure. The TheGreatAceAttorney Chronicles. I haven't touched this game in quite a while. This is The Adventure of the Great Departure Trial Part 3. Okay. I think it is. He's like half asleep, I guess. Maybe he will understand when this thing happens. Hello? Is this down? Stop it! Okay. Wow. למה אני לייב? למה אני בלייב? רגע, אולי נפתח בטלפון, נראה פה דברים. טלפון. The Adventure of the Great Departure, Trial Part 3. אוקיי. שיש קצת לוג. אני רגע. זה מרגיש חדש. אוקיי. It's a game. יופי. אני אפעיל את הרקורדינג כי משום מה זה בלייב. אבל גם אפילו שאני לא הפעלתי בכלל את הלייב. אני לא יודע מה לעזאזל קורה פה. אבל האמת אם כבר פה, למה שאני לא אעשה את למה שאני לא אמשיך לעשות את הטרייל? יש לי הרגשה שאני אהיה חייב לעשות את הטרייל הזה. לא משנה מה אני אחליט. לא כזה ראיתי את המשחק הזה באמת. ראיתי רק דברים הייתי אומר די בסיסיים. This game supports no save feature. Please do not turn off your PC while the icon is displayed at the top of the screen. Sure. למה לא? The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. וואו. לא שיחקתי במשחק הזה בכלל, אבל זה בסדר. לא שהיה סי פייל פה. שזה זה. אז אולי כדאי שאני אעשה את זה. מה זה זה? מה זה?
God. Seems like it will be back and forth now. This is a bit interesting than before, but it's fine. I suppose let's continue the adventure of the Great Departure. I haven't touched this key nearly here now. Oh, that's a bit loud. I forgot how loud this game actually can be. I didn't even see what is going on? Okay, there's an instruction. Let me see the history. What is this? 22nd of November, 1:14 p.m. Supreme Court of Judiciary Court number 2. I guess so. Around maybe I can set date. But I think I'll let him have control for now. So, yeah. I suppose this will be my departure. And hope everything will be okay. It seems like everything has been saved since the last time. So, yeah, I suppose you'll have fun. Oh, see you when possible. See you later.
Huh? What's that? Fuck? What's that? מה זה ההיסטוריה הזה? 22 בנובמבר 1:14 PM סופרים קורט או ג'ודישיארי קורטרום מספר 2? The fuck? Oh! היי! אני מנחש שאתה הג'אדג'. כי... וואו. אוקיי, מה אני אעשה בשבילך? אוקיי. יש לי משהו. Well, I understand that you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom? מה זה ingress? Oh! עוד פיין! עוד ווינסטון! או ליתר דיוק גספן עכשיו? מי זה? אאוצ'י? כל רגע, שכחתי! דרך כלל אני פותח את זה. What the fuck? University pin. Who understood of an Imperial Yume University? I was worried on the color of my uniform jacket. Postmortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and it was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Photograph of the victim. A photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. Okay, as... לא יודע למה photographic print ולא פשוט photo, אבל whatever. As a gunshot. Gunshot wound, okay. Where's business card? Hosanaga-san? The police officer? Ma? What kind of photograph? Well, carbonate water and the steak lunch can be seen on the victim's table. Okay. Medical report card. Medical report? Record of dental work on the day of the murder of the victim. Undergo dental treatment is being prohibited from eating or drinking anything but water. Okay. Photograph of the handbag. Photograph taken by Hosanaga-san after the incident occurred. It shows Miss Brett's handbag on a chair by the victim's table. זה... בוקמרק. אוקיי, עוד דף אחד? אוקיי, לא כזה קשה. איזה people פה? Oh. Okay. Kazuma Sergei, a second year at the Imperial Human University, is my best friend despite being a student, a qualified defense lawyer as well. A scaly Edgeworth? Huh. Eugene Mikotoba, באינגלשטיין. וכן, וקזומה סוגי הזה הוא 23, כמו מיילס במשחק הראשון אם אני לא טועה. למרות זאת, יוג'ין פה הוא 42. When he goes to co-professor at the Imperial Human University, he is an authority in forensic medicine and Kazuma's mentor. Okay. Oh, זה pain פה. Takatsushi Ouchi. שם מוזר, אוקיי, 51. The main prosecutor of this case, who would appear to have a little love for the changes in the cultural reformation, has brought about. Okay, Winston / Gaspin. John H. Wilson. The victim of this case, he was a visiting professor of medicine at Yuma University from the British Empire. אתה האימפריה הבריטית רלוונטי. Hold on. זה קצת מוזר. עדיף שאני אגיד את זה עכשיו. לפני כמה שנים ראיתי שרלוק, האחד עם בנדיקט קמברבץ', והיה לו בעצם אסיסטנט שהוא יותר נחשב לרופא, שקוראים לו ווטסון. זה ווילסון. סטורו הוסנאגה. אוקיי, אז זה אוקיי. The head waiter of the European style restaurant La Carnival. זה מזכיר לי צ'ייביאן. He was serving there on the day of the incident. Okay. Yes, no זה? איפה? 38. An army sergeant of the Empire of Japan who witnessed the incident. Okay. Korekuta 67. Wow. The owner of Rasute, who was hunting for a lost Jose era gold Koban coin at the time of the incident. Interesting. No, Gisele Bread. It's November. British exchange student who was studying under the victim at Yuma University's medical school. Okay, right. So Sato Mikotoba. 16. מאיה! זה ליטרלי מאיה במשחק הראשון. ליטרלי מאיה באייס אטרני 1. The judicial assistant of defense lawyer Kazuma Asogi. Kazuma Asogi! כן. נראה שיוג'ין קשור בעצם לסוסטו. ססטו? סוסטו? ססטו? whatever. אוקיי, אז אם זה ווינסטון, או גבריאנט שלו, נגיד ככה, אז יש את זה. אז אני יכול לעשות את הקלאסי. A judicial assistant, and a woman no less. לא אמור להיות בעיה עם זה. The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. זה מוזר. כן, זה סוסטו. רגע, אני יכול לעשות משהו כמו מאיה? או צ'וסי! רגע, לא צ'וסי אשכרה 16? באפל ג'סס? יאללה, אני אעשה צ'וסי, למה לא? משהו שדומה לצ'וסי. אולי שילוב של צ'וסי ומאיה? אפשר? Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. Okay, Maya, Juicy, whatever. You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded. Oh. Okay. 5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more. But, Your Excellency. Excellency? סליחה, אומרים your honor, thank you very much? מה זאת אומרת your excellency? I am most grateful. Sure. Oh. Huh? Raunoske. The fuck מי זה? הנה קוזמה. אני מניח... ריונוסקה נראה מי שאני משחק. אפשר כאילו ריינו, אפשר להגיד ריו. ליטרלי ריו של דף נוט. הנה, יש לנו פה את אדג'וורף ויש לנו את מאיה, או צ'וסי. וואו, זה הדבק בהם. אז אוקיי, זה נראה פה אני אעשה משהו דומה כמו פיניקס, אני מניח. פיניקס והפאוור, כי הוא נשמע גבר, על פי הטקסט. Who exactly are you? I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now. What is it? A report about something? Written in English? כל המשחק הזה רשום באנגלית? What are you talking about? It's Giselle Brett's research. Okay. The English woman's? My god. After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty. Law facility faculty. And borrowed this paper. שנייה. איפה אנחנו בדיוק נמצאים? הנה. אם היה ארמי סרג'נט של אמפייר אוף ג'פן. והנה יש גם את אאוצ'י קזומה אני רואה פה. וסוסאטו. הם יותר בגדים יותר יפנים. אנחנו ביפן? Interesting. וגם הדיבור, the English woman. אוקיי. אדג'וורף מדבר. למה לא? למה לא לעשות משהו סוג של דומה לאדג'וורף? Oh, yes. That's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So, does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case? אין לי שמץ. איזה research? מה בכלל היה פה? I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself. Oh. No, of course not. יוצא אנימציות חדשות. נראה שזה מבסס על אותו תלת מימד שבו היה דול דסטיניז. זה interesting. Special characteristics of career? מה זה? קורונה? מה זה? And its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Career? What's that? Never heard that word before. Come on, Elo. What the fuck? No, Winston.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom.
מה הבעיה בנשים? כאילו, girl power. מה הבעיה בנשים? למה הוא רוצה כאילו להגיד ביי 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 ביי? ליטרלי פיניקס נהנה עם מיה ואז אחר כך מאיה. רגע, לא, מיה הייתה בעצם עורכת דין? שאומרים, אם זכור לי נכון, המשחקים המקוריים הם ב-US. עם investigations ודורל דסטיז אומר לי משהו. הם ב-US. הם בארצות הברית. מה לעזאזל היה ביפן? There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. This is wonderful. Thank you. User's report has been entered into court record. A report detailing an unpoison that Miss Brett has been researching during her time at Human University. Okay. Goodbye then. And good luck. Oh. Bye, מישהי שהיא אשכרה competent. יש הרבה מוזיקה מעניינת פה. באיזה ציר זמן זה אמור להיות? מתי זה היה אמור? רגע, examine, space. A poison emanated from a bark of certain trees in the jungle in South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Okay, it's a command investigation. Special characteristics effect: instant paralysis the entire party in subsequent death, even in minute? אבל על פי המילה פה doses, זה לא minute, זה minute. זה מוזר. Word of entry, the above. Mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Practical applications. Due to the ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthesia? Okay. Our solution for the respiratory arrest caused as a result of full body paralysis must be found first. Our patients would die of suffocation. יכול להסכים. Okay, interesting. קראתי את זה, לא נראה לי, נקרא את זה עוד פעם. אני פשוט אקרא את זה עוד פעם. You have had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guest any longer. מה זה? למה לא את ה-witness stand? למה יש פה שניים? למה זה רחב יותר? I ask the prosecution and the defense now one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency. שבאמת זה אמור להיות Your Honor, אבל fuck off.
Inosuke, we're out of options here. This really is our last chance. Yes, I know. Okay. Phoenix, בטוח. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett. אוקיי, אז כל אלה אמורים להיות יפנים. והיא אמורה להיות בריטית. אוקיי. אין לי בעיה לעשות קצת יותר בריטי.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer.
It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time.
Ma? Hold on, Ma.
I'll have to politely decline.
Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realized it was phrased as a question. However, I must ask you to treat that as an order.
I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense.
כן, ליטרלי, שמעתי ליטרלי רושמים קונספטים שלמים של דברים רק באות אחת, או ציור אחד יותר מדויק לתאר את השפה. זה וסינית. סין ויפנית, אין הבדלים למי שלא יודע. My apologies, dear lady. So, counsel. What is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? משהו באוטופסי? או post-mortem? Took victim H. Wilson, male, British, time of death, Chesapeake, November, shortly after 2 p.m. Cause of death, single bullet wound. Fell hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma, no exit wound. Bullet did not pass for the body. Okay. Oh! Magnifying glass. Oh. Interesting. לחקור תמונות יותר לעומק. זה לא היה אף פעם. אוקיי, לא הגיוני, זה an exit wound. A business card. Oh my god. Chief Inspector Satoru Sonaga, primarily Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Kitchen. Entrance. אוקיי. למה התמונה הזאתי? למה אין את האופציה ללחוץ? אוקיי. dental treatment. טוב, האבידנס זה obvious, זה חייב להיות הרפורט איכשהו. כן, מה זה הקונטרולס האלה? זה חייב להיות זה איכשהו. אי לפרזנט.
Yes!
Yes! Okay. Miss Giselle Brett. We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Hume University, doing research. זה הדבר היחיד שיכול לחשב כ-new evidence, כי זה לא היה קודם. Research, by sheer coincidence. Perhaps into a deadly poison. What? Poison? Where are you going with this, counsel? toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Objection!
Oh! וואלה, נשמע ממש קרוב לגספן מה שמווינסטון,
What? What complete and utter nonsense! Curare, you say? I've never even heard of it.
כי זה היה באמריקה הדרומית, לא? זה מה שהיה ראש ברפורט? You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country. כן, זה... מה אמרנו פה? אמריקה... My God. אמריקה הדרומית, כן. היערות של אמריקה הדרומית. אוקיי, משהו חדש. מה אתה אמור להיות? יש לי ניחוש למשהו? על פי איך שאני רואה. It doesn't exist. Correct. Which means, no matter what tests the police can do for the toxins, they would never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
What?
Oh. It's a track, okay. Order! 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 Okay. Must be gunshotting another poison. Council, does this deadly poison truly exist? Valadech, Mr. Right or Mr. Justice or Defense? Law Council! According to this report offered by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribe people of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. Cam, your name? It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. אז באמזונס פשוט יש רעל? Sure. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the country by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett? איזה מוזר זה לראות את כל האנימיישנס האלה, זה לא כזה יוצא. במיוחד סוג של התרגלתי ל-investigations with all destinies. מה עכשיו? Winston.
Trumpery!
What, Trump? מה זה?
These aspirations are trumpery! To start with, if the victim has been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and worming in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Okay. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. Ay, gaba!
as a Phoenix lookalike. נמצא בטרייל עליו. Sure. Oh my god. According to this, however, it's the other way around. What do you mean, the other way around? The very fact that the victim didn't show any signs of distress is evidence that QR was used. Explain yourself, counsel. The moment this toxin enters the person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there will be no visible signs of pain at all. Terrible. Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he would collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Cosmo. It's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. מה זה אמר עוד פעם על איזה דבר הזה? כן. paralysis שאחר כך מביא death. ופרליסיס ואז אחר כך death. והנה אפילו אומר שם, cause of death was suffocation. All patients would die of suffocation. כן. אז הפרליסיס זה מה שאחר כך נותן את ה-death. The full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes instant paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But, after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. כן, הוא נחנק למוות. Respiration? In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. Oh my god. That's hideous. To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison. Okay. And you're suggesting that this bottle, Counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison? Objection! This is all very convenient, isn't it? Ferto, T-H-E, the, Hiterto. Oh my god. A Hiterto, unknown poison for which there is no means of testing. What a happy tale for the defense! Oh my god, שכחתי להשתיק את הטלפון. Wow. If I may, all these facts. Oh my god. למה זה הכל כל כך מהיר?
למה זה הכל כל כך מהיר פה?
All this facts. You think you're so clever, but you must be taught some man.
אז יש לה shut up, אז...
It is you who must be taught. Of course. Dear lady.
what? אני מאבד כל היגיון בכיס הזה.
So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
what? למה המוזיקה מזכיר לי לבל?
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the result as if you discovered them. I'm a pale lead. What a loathsome act.
Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a hideous crime? That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
Enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it.
אז תקבל את זה. וגם, יש לך, אני שם לב שיש לו הרבה יותר שיער. נראה לי יותר מאשר 100% יותר... לא. זה בין ווינסטון לגספן. זה סוג של באמצע בין ווינסטון לגספן.
The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
למי אכפת מרוז? What's so funny? אוקיי, זה פונט מוזר.
Oh, excuse me. Your Excellency?
Yes, Miss Brett.
May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Well, yes, I don't see, why not? מה היא עומדת לעשות עם זה? פשוט לשתות. Sure.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Sorry.
To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish court romantics, it's laughable, really.
Wow.
But I'm getting bored of it now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers!
Wait! What are you doing? אז ככה, שותה את זה. למה זה מזכיר לי דליה הוון? אם מדברים על פויזן.
No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair.
מה? זה לא יעבוד. כנראה נגמר הפוטנסי, כמו אצל דליה האפון.
Goodness! Whatever is the matter? You all look quite stunned.
So, no curare. The bottle was clean. Is that what you're saying?
You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth.
וואו, כל כך רוצים להסתיר את הפנים.
Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so consciously here in this grand venture. Most no venture. Most kind. Thank you, Ware. Now then, Your Excellency.
Yes, Miss Brett?
I should like to be excused now, please.
מה פעם אומרים על הדבר הזה? God, what then? Word of entry. The above mentioned effects happen when the poison enters the body through a wound. Pizza! רגע! אם זה יכול להיכנס על ידי זרימת דם או כל זה, אז זה רלוונטי. המדיקל קארד רלוונטי. כי בגלל הדנטל טריטמנט הוא... בקיצור, עשה ניתוח בשיניים. כנראה הוא היה צריך להוציא שן או משהו. וזה אומר זה אומר שזה נחשב לפצע פתוח. בואי, איזה קל זה.
I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of friendship between our countries.
הקופסה פה למטה עכשיו אני שם לב, זה קצת יותר מוזר. יותר... קלאסי? אני מניח. Yes, dear lady. We are most gratified with the assistance you have given. לא לדאוג. אין לה פצעים פתוחים. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale? כי אין לה פצעים? I don't understand it. אין לה זרם פתוח. לפחות באזור של הפה ובגוף. כי ככה הרעל בעצם עובד, הוא עובר דרך זרימת דם.
I suppose if nothing else, this Far Eastern charade.
אגב, תפסיקי במסכה.
Will make for more interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London.
There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? But there can't have been. Because otherwise she would have kneeled over dead. E la pezza! Alminoske, jag valde kurs now. That bottle of water contains poison. The culprit did put curare into put curare poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You're serious? אלה פצעים. אלה מעבר ישר על הדם. הדרך הכי קלה זה כשהגוף מעכל את זה, אבל לא אומרים שככה הרעל עובד.
Fool! Are you blind? There's no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it?
That's right, which rather complicates your argument, I think.
And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
Need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. Sure, the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. It has to be. Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, that all? בשניים. I must ask you to support the assertion with evidence. וגם אף פעם לא ראיתי את ה-life bar ככה, כל הזמן ראיתי קו. למה כוכביות כאלה? שנראה האמת כמו הטאג של יונסקי? הקולר פין? רגע. יכול להיות לגמרי לזה. אימפריאל. מה זה ID? אוקיי, sure. אוקיי. אז יש תלת מימד, אני מחש גם בבקבוק, נכון? כן, גם בבקבוק תלת מימד. אוקיי, interesting. אני אמרתי את זה? נראה לי אמרתי את זה. כן, זה. What explains how the witness was able to consume the supposedly poisoned water unscattered. A report card.
Yes!
Huh? המוזיקה לא נגמרה. Hold on. לא. חייב לעשות לא... מתי יש סייף פייל? God. זה בדיוק לפני הפויסון, are you kidding me? אוקיי. לפחות יש לי את האופציה לסקיפ. על מה אתם מדברים? זה הדנטל! אשכרה, what are you talking about? זה אשכרה הדנטל. אני אעשה סייב פה. זה לא יכול להיות, there is no poison.
Objection!
Oh my god. So what's the configuration שונה? New configuration. Options with pause. Oh. I see this. Like report?
Yes!
Okay, this one. Okay, interesting. To answer this riddle is right here in Miss Pratt's own research report.
Objection!
That's not a valid explanation.
No?
After all, we don't speak English. That report is utter gibberish. As if that young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the court, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone. Honest, I'm just reading Susan's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, Council. Which section of the report is the alleged answer to the riddle? Special characteristics. זה ב-characteristics, נכון? My god. כן, זה characteristics. root of n שזה ב-characteristics. We've been hearing a lot about this QRA poison. And it's left me curious about something. Oh, Council? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years. To lace the heads of the arrows that they shot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they would be eating poison. Good gracious, Katsu. No, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes. The mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpreted what's written like this. When Kiyoara enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Kiyoara's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. Get up, better.
You meddling little
Oh!
rapscallion!
Oh my god. חשבתי שזה רק קישוט, אבל... לא, אשכרה יש לו... ברווז? יאנה? לא, לא יאנה. פשוט ברווז. סואן, סואן. פשוט יש לה סואן על הראש. Sure. Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you would be. Really? Me? A lawyer? Come on, Phoenix, just do it!
Objection!
No, this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it possibly... So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't sit you, little boy. Only makes you look silly.
What are you trying to say?
Your scoy boyish logic has a fatal flaw.
Schoolboyish? Flaw?
As even your brain has managed to deduce, Kiyoara is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric sucus.
Sure. Oh, Yes, well, of course. Gastric suckers? What are they? Okay.
So, if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drank, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
Oh, הנה עכשיו זה רלוונטי.
That's right.
Good gracious.
That's basic science. Since even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no?
לא מתי שהוא עשה בעצם... מתי שהוציאו לו את השן. לא מה... אומייגאד, הבנדנות האלה. Order! Order in the court! In court! Order! לא order in the court, זה רק order in court. וואו. The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest?
Yes. This Curare poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cut coach like you can understand something as simple as that?
My God, זה פשוט... הטווס. זה טווס, לא? לא. לא, whatever, אני לא אנסה לחשוב את זה. אני לא אנסה לחשוב על זה. Oh. The fuck? What is this coming up inside me? I've never felt like this before. Oh really? כי אני מרגיש פה. Ooh, contradiction. It's a sort of conviction to break down all their discrepancies. So intense, almost rage-like. And more than anything else, it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. Kadima. Ooh.
Objection!
Okay. Objection. I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett.
How dare you use that tone with me?
You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why. Even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. זה בגלל שהיה לו את הניתוח. Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. How would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the curare? We got a medical report.
Take that!
Ooh. As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference. היה לו ניתוח. הוציאו לו את השן. The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
Yes, like the one you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Offie. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. Sure. אוקיי, אז עושה את זה עוד יותר פשוט. אז היא יודעת להכין בעצם את הפויזן בשביל אחר כך לתת לו את הפויזן וגיים אובר. אוקיי, יופי. So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. Is she laughing? עכשיו, כל פעם, כל קייס יש משהו כזה. כל פאקינג קייס. יש אין שום סיכוי שאתה עומד לנצח אותי. אני ליטרלי יודע יותר טוב וכל מיני דברים כאלה, אבל no. תמיד יש כאילו, I won, ואז אנחנו אומרים fuck off. I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are so puerile. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. Fuck? Oh. You see, when you leave vile evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. Oh! I mean, it could just slip. יום להפיל אבל. אם זה לא obstruction of justice, אני לא יודע מה זה. Oh my god. Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed. Oh! Is it? What just happened? The English woman, she just smashed the ball. Hey, the Supreme Court, what a terrible blunder. Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much as the wire from that broken ball as possible. At once! You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water beautifully. Oh my god. You have neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. ממש דליה, oh my god. Oh, could you? You won't get away with this. You can chop the bench and shout as much as you would like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there really was poison in the bowl. Or not. You... And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right? Counsel for the prosecution? אומרים prosecutor. Mr. Prosecutor, או פשוט השם שלו. Mr. Redwolf או Prosecutor Redwolf. לא אומרים counsel for the prosecution. Oh, of course. You're referring to this photographic print, I assume, dear lady. That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy. לא רגע אמרנו שהקause of death was suffocation?
Objection!
Oh. No! You killed the victim that day. Using curare. And then, in order to find Ryunosuke Naruhodo for his crime. Ryunosuke Naruhodo? שם מוזר. For the crime? You waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor. Before you shot the professor dead, but put the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Wow, he's a progress. Then, in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor and his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man.
hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence. Exactly.
Hidden gun. Would the court please pay attention to הכובע הענקי? או השמלה? כן, אני בטוח שהשמלה הזאת היא מספיק גבוהה בשביל הדבר הזה. אבל במיוחד, הכובע הענקי! לעשות את זה כמו פפרוס עם הספגטי שלו למעלה. מייקל, אני מופתע שאני עדיין זוכר את זה.
And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused Ryunosuke Naruto.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? בגלל, לא יודע. כי זה בעצם הפיינל סטרו, איך הוא אמר את זה? Force your biggest smiles in the worst times? משהו כזה? איך זה היה? לפעמים משהו כזה נשמע לי מוכר. הקליינט הוא תמיד innocent? עד שהוא לא? מאמין שאני אעשה את זה. He had her. But now, is she really going to get away with it? The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yes? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What? What do you mean? We've lost a vile piece of evidence, it's true. So, if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. Huh? In my head? They told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend upon. Yes, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan in her head. And again, swan. Okay, not that it was a swan. So, think back now. Try to remember every last detail about that scene. About the scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What I saw, what I felt. Huh? Every color. Oh! Is Kazuma right? Oh my god! I am a dumb! So the vibrant memory of this same scene in my head. Could there be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There's a clue. Actually, Cosmo, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? Come on then. Let's wipe that smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Well, that's that. Alright,
I can't wait.
it's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in the memories of that day. Whatever it could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. Adam. It's here somewhere. The clue shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been his... What's that?
Take that!
Inspector Osanaga, answer me this. Yes, what is it? He's somehow so away. Probably thinking about that bottle being smashed.
תירגע, הכל בסדר. תן לנו פה רגע.
As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you?
And again, תראו את הספינה הזאת.
Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime.
Like for instance,
The plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Objection!
Wait a minute.
Ma? Hold on, Ma.
Where are you going with this? Shut up. Where are you going with this, little boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a splattering of blood.
What?
Oh, really?
And what of it?
Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor. An exit wound, נכון? Was it? The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. No, that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. Then you'll note my exit wound. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim would have ended up directly behind him.
Ah!
Yes. For blood to have made it onto the plate, it implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett.
I beg your pardon?
Objection!
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing?
Hold it!
Oh. This. Of course, so long ago. This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector! You mean... Gamma Inspector or Detective or whatever? Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. היא פשוט מחכה למוות שלה. Get fucked. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
You did what?
I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. And I did all in the name of justice. מה זה מזכיר לי? גם שהוא או אפולו? Then we can find out for sure whether or not there was a blood on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Oh my god. האמת שאני נשאר מאוחר בשביל לעשות את זה. עכשיו אני התחלתי לעשות אין סטרים, ללכת לישון, אז לא יודע מה אחר כך. Inspector! The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table, immediately. Yes, sir. I don't know, but yes, sir. סליחה. Sorry for the delay. Here is what you ordered. The steak. Well, what about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector. The blood, man. Show the court. Of course. Examine the plate at your leisure. Ah. No. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no, that's impossible! I know I saw it. I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on this side of the plate. מתי הפרופסור מת לבין מתי שהקורט מתחיל? כי יש מצב שזה פשוט נהיה יותר קונביניאנטלי חום יותר ככה, מתאים יותר לצבעים של הצלחת. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. הגיע הזמן לפתוח את הסוואן. You see, this is why I always say you can't trust what the Japanese tell you. Ah. I can't agree more. In the case of this disgrace to the Empire. I believe we may finally have reached a conclusion in this trial. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. זה literally כל דבר אומר שזה את. My God. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. רגע, לא? הסנאגה אמר את הצלחת השנייה? יש גם את זה. זה גם אופציה.
This sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. If this sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, then be my guest.
אני לא רוצה את זה, אני רוצה את השני. Was the plate I saw? Or fall I saw? Just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost. Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward, no matter what. Okay, wow. Believe in myself. Really? It's not mטורף לראות smooth animations להכל. Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objections? That bloodstain was going to clinch the trial for me. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? לא הפלייט הזה, הפלייט השני. אני לא יודע אבל מה המשחק רוצה שאני אעשה פה. אני אגיד nothing, אני אגיד there's another clue, אבל אני מדבר על הפלייט השני. Your Excellency, please wait! This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
Objection!
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beef steak.
אולי באמת יש משהו. שאני אראה את זה. משהו? למה אני לוחצת את הכפתור? Oh! Huh? What the in the world is this? I think it's a Koban coin. And the hallmark is from the hallway era, I believe. Oh! No, I don't mean what is it. I mean, what's it doing there? Wait, did you say it was a hallway Koban? Yes, and apart from the meat juices, it looks to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. לא היה מישהו שמדבר על קובן או משהו? חמל ביטסים? או מה שזה היה? האחד הוא ממש זקן? 67? This isn't the first time today that there's been talk of hallway Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of a bullion in bullion. Wow. I don't think you'll ever will again. It's extraordinary though. This means... I certainly never expected to find a precious coin underneath this thick cut of meat. And it's from the hallway era too. That will make it quite valuable. It's well marinated and the juices as well. Look! What? Are you thinking of eating it? No. But the next time I order a steak in an expensive restaurant, one thing's for sure. My heart is going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize. Wow. I think you might have the wrong end of the stick about this, Ryunosuke. Koban coin and steak. There's only one logical explanation. כן, רגע, לא אחד מהאנשים דיבר על קובן? אתה. Hallway era gold Koban. Hunting a lost gold Koban. Okay. אז הנה, כן, זה כן רלוונטי. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, Miss Brett. I must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. Mascara Franziska? Huh. I see. As a newly affiliated ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense. You may now clearly show the court what you have been alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beef steak is this new clue can be found? דבר ראשון חייב לפתוח את זה. ראיתי את זה כבר. אומייגאד, אני קראתי את זה כבר. Oh my god. Oh my god, הטקסט פה יותר מדי איטי, Oh my god. לא זה, זה. רוצה להדגיש שאני לא יכול להתכוון לשום דבר אחר חוץ
Got it!
מטבע. Good gracious, that's...
Koban? What on earth?
A holy error one at that. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beef steak that you ordered at the restaurant on that day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin seemingly hidden underneath the meat?
Shut up!
What a ridiculous question! How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in the moment of distraction.
אבל לא, ידוע ש... אדון 67 פה, מעניין לו בעצם מטבע שנעלם לו.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. We're supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? Where Howe Coban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll rev up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He's right. It can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency! Yes, Counsel? Where Howe Coban just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak? If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
Objection!
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
Shut up!
Oh my god, calmer voice lines.
Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it's you who is irrelevant.
Even though I'm the one on trial here? The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under that stake. The owner? Yes, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the Koban coin that was found underneath the beef steak is... As a Kenshi buried at the bell. Obviously, it can only be the antiques dealer and owner of Rasute, Curio Korakuta-san. Sure.
Curie? As in Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Unfathomable.
האמת אני יכול להסכים, זה בולשיט. Yes. The old man would testify earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Huh? Yes, Your Excellency. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired. Oh. מה נעשה בשבילו? classic generic old man. מה אפשר להגיד?
That gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing?
hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Holy Era coupon, my prized coin.
This Holy Era coupon. Do you mean to tell me?
Attention!
that I had?
No. Please, why would Kureko-ta-san's coupon be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is why I'm asking to bring Kureko-ta-san back to the witness stand, so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. Yeah, wow, okay. Can't believe we've come back around to that pair again. Again? Let me go. Schnell parts. Was hitting. But I have a hunch. A strong hunch. Maybe if we chase down the real significance of this coupon, would find that it's a key element in this case. Oh. הנה זה כן, הנה... אדון ממשלה עם תינוק, משום מה, ויש 4 אנשים פה. למה? איך? What? מה אני אעשה בשבילו? יש לי משהו, נראה לי, די בטוח. מספיק בטוח.
What's all this about?
Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize that it's dirty for my little baby idol? Okay. My son's bellicity is fiercer than a pack of wolves.
Exploited by the police we were. Like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness.
Okay. מה יש עם שני אלה?
And when cast from the courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in price. A worthless, withered antique. Nothing more I have I to say. The sun set on the Rasute shop owner's existence.
אין לך אף אחד whatever. Be that as it may, Kureko-ta-san, something has come to light that requires your clarification. As far as your Rasute memories are... Oh! My god. Huh? As my memory serves, have you ever seen this called by an...
Ah, yes, yes, that's it. The one, the very exact one that it is.
והוא זרק את הסכין על הנעל, או מגף, של החייל. וואו.
The resplendent, splendorous hoiches that my rusty boots managed to misplace that fateful day. It can't be.
As I thought.
Young man, enlighten this decrepit old fool. Put me out of my misery. Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
Oh, I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your coin sandwiched between a beefsteak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwich? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly, it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Yeah.
Nobody consider my holy treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing.
לא יודעים. בוא נהיה כנים, לא יודעים. Excuse me? Could I say something? Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspector Hosanaga. I mentioned this earlier in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes. That's right. The secret undercover operation.
Can't show, whatever. The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there has been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Police station? Was a bureau? No, maybe not a bureau, but sure. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip that the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So, that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes, I took on the job of a waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Coburn incident is the work of the same thief. So, unbeknownst to us, there was another master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about this master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Korekuta's son's Coupon is all too clear.
What?
What? So what? You know, I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us, who is this despicable scoundrel that stole Korekuta's son's Koba and hid under the stick? מאיפה אני אמור לדעת את זה? לא יכול להיות הוא כי זה obvious. זה יותר מקום של foreigners. זה יותר שני אלה. אבל אם זה יותר מקום של foreigners, זה אומר שזה חייב להיות local, נכון? זה לוג'יק הגיוני? אם ככה, מה ההיגיון איתו? עם yes and no so. בוא נקרוא רגע את ההיסטוריות פה. Recently there have been a lot of similar executed thefts targeting the restaurant to reach clients. Number of incidents have been reported to police. Wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners affected. אז כן, זה תלוי בפורנרס, אז זה לא יכול להיות פורנר. That's where you said undercover. Yes, he took job as a way and there was to flash out the criminal. It seems more likely that this Koban incident is work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a Mr. Thief at work at the restaurant on a regular basis. He was already the scene of several crimes. Not about the Master Thief, but the identity of the person who hit critical son. The Koban is also clear. הבעיה זה שאני לא יודע על מה זה מדבר. זה לא יכול להיות סנגה, זה לא יכול להיות פורנרס, אז זה לא שני אלה. זה לא זה, לא זה. זה יהיה מוזר. אני לא יודע, זה ווינסטון פיין, לא מאשימים אותו בכלום. והוא בא למקום. והוא היה נפגע מהדבר הזה. משאיר רק אותו. שאין לו שום קשר. וסוסטו, אבל... זה יהיה סטרנג' אם זה יהיה סוסטו. זה חייב להיות הוא אז. Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant, yes and no, sir. What? How? How dare you monster! Monster? I stole a Cuba, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnaval, am I? You're just accusing me of these crimes, cadet. But it wasn't me. It was Ida the mastermind behind all this. מאשים את התינוק. וואו, איזה obvious עכשיו. איזה obvious? You would push the blame on for your crimes onto your own son? An innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Noza. Oh my god. Ah! Oh my god, what the fuck? Ah! What the fuck? Clippity chop, 15,000. What the fuck? The Imperial Army, Sergeant Isanosa, preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. Oh, what the fuck? Do any of you know of this extraordinary low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. And I've heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes.
All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son.
Oh my god. זה פשוט היה גנב. זהו, גנב כסף, רצה כסף. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant?
The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days I go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I enjoy shopping my way for a good steak at the same time.
It sounds like he doesn't bother with a knife and fork, which is more worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man and his Koban?
Yes,
Sir, he was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
a very veritable phantom thief you are. I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. Yes, when the professor was shot. I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'll be finished. I know too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could on the double. I slipped it under the stick, hoping I'll be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. עכשיו, מאיזה צלחת אתה הנחת את זה? אומייגאד. זה לא אמור להחזיק 4 אנשים, אבל whatever. זה חייב להיות... זה נשי, זה חייב להיות זאתי. חייב להיות שזה... This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prating in your own time. Well, Miss Brett. Oh, of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Okay. Ouch. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency. Indeed. The theft of the Cobalt was clearly perpetrated by this baby sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. Of course it is. Hiding quite a lump of meat. The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well... And as for picking up your steak and biting it without using a knife and fork? It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. מה אם נבדוק את הצלחת השנייה? כי אני כמעט בטוח שזו הצלחת השנייה, אם... כן, רגע, איפה הסרג'נט הניח את המטבע שלו? איפה הניח את המטבע שלו? Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And good day. Huh? Minosky, what's the matter with you? There's no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just... something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. Can't quite work out exactly, but something she said jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry. You can think clear, but if you don't call out now, it will be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Wait, Miss Brett. What is it now? אומייגאד, כן, מה זה עכשיו? זה ליטרלי שעתיים. ליטרלי נראה פה שיש לייב של שעתיים, גם אפילו שאני זוכר שאני חיביתי את הלייב, אני לא יודע מה הלייב אתה עובד. וזה מראה כאילו אני התחלתי אחד חדש, אבל whatever. I'm afraid. Just one last time. There's something I would like to ask you. I'd like
you to explain the contradiction in your punning words just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
Objection!
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what poly words are we talking about, Yonosuke? When I quite alarmed me that your nonsense of such idea astounds me. If you pick up your stick by using a knife or fork, it's beyond nonsense, it's madness. Yes, right. What you said exposed an undeniable contradiction. Here's a contradiction. I'm going to need to see evidence, Counsel. If Miss Bright's words truly are contradictory, where's the evidence to prove it? I didn't count up of meat, the sheer nonsense of the idea astounds me. And as picking up the steak and biting it without using a knife or a fork, it's beyond nonsense, it's pure madness. Oh, what's that? Interesting. A stick? הסטייק שלה, כי בתוך זה יש את המטבע. גם אפילו שאני די בטוח שזה הסטייק השני. הנה כן, וואו, אוקיי. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. More accurately, Your Excellency. The steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about this steak strike you as very unnatural?
Unnatural? What on earth do you mean?
It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Noticed what exactly, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Oh! אבל זה חתיכות של פה. זה פה, לא סכין. אוקיי. אני חשבתי על משהו אחר לגמרי.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at the steak. In particular the edge where it's been eaten. As you can see, there are clearly defined barbaric teeth marks there. Oh! It looks like Miss Brett has realized something. So, if the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and a fork, אז הסטייק הוא בעצם לא שלה. There shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
actual point. Perhaps the delight for Miss Britt was ravenous.
Oh my god, come on, you have to shut up. Oscar, shut up!
Those ravenously hungry couldn't help her.
Okay.
Whatever you say, dear lady. As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer. Of course. This will all be over in the blink of an eye. Rest assured, I'm about to put the sook in his place.
Oh my god.
I've heard enough. You irritating little spectacled samurai relic. Of course, dear lady.
Oh my god, הוא לא דומה לבלקוויל בכלל. איזה סמוראי, הוא לא דומה לבלקוויל. מה השם, בלקוויל נראה יותר סמוראי משהו מאוצ'י. וואו. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Are we ruffling your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the stick have for her. Raidosuke, do you know where you're going with this? מספיק טוב, זה לא הסטייק. אבל תרגלו הצלחות. Yes. Now, at last, it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the bloodstain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. בצלחת אחרת. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. קדימה, בוא נעשה את זה כבר. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that tells us? Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything?
Yes. I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here amount of conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson. My god.
Conclusive evidence? How many times I have heard that today? Do I know the meaning of the phrase? Typical Japanese empty threats?
How can you be so sure?
Oh, it's quite simple. If you already had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago.
Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been? What?
Well, just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Attention!
This is absurd. The child has run several hours already, and you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward?
Oh boy, אתה לא יודע מה זה לעבוד על די שלוש.
There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
I don't, but there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. And if that person is willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, it will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request of the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? Osanaga.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hasanaga. What? I have it. Yes. You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's right. Oh my god. אשכרה חולה קורונה, oh my god. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Noza told the court the following. I would enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Kortukap's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. מוכיח שזה בעצם שלו. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, can you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Oh, sorry. Tension! Affirmative, of course! I'd be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. Not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she would mind me manhandling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal. Also,
That makes no sense. The plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection.
Yeah, swap. And the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have any opportunity to steal the coin.
Of course I didn't steal it. Even such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest
Swap.
that the sergeant switched the two steaks over?
La Sergeant. כן היה סוויץ' אבל לא נראה לי שזה היה סרג'נט.
Did switch the plates.
Oh my god, okay, עשה את זה? Well, after it happened, that I saw the civilian had been murdered in front of my eyes like that. I panicked. Now, as I said, I merely lifted my steak and hid that coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced that he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my stuff with me, that'll be it. I'll be getting my marching orders. Oh my god. So, when the cadet here was arrested and taken out of the kitchen, I seized my chance. Okay, let's start to knock shoe, whatever. With military precision and timing, I switched the steak with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What? You can't have that. I never saw you do such a thing.
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die, I tell you. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Unbelievable!
Oh my. However, fear not, prosecution.
What now?
I swear on the brass buttons on my uniform. That's all I did, sir.
All you did? That's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes.
והנה confirmation שרציתי. So, if Sergeant knows us switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Osanaga. Yes? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both. Wow. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. Oh my god. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot.
Shut up!
What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat? It can't have the slightest bearing on the case.
Objection!
Adam, the Balnarza. No, you're not wriggling your way out of it this time, Lee. I beg your pardon? Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem to you. For you. No? You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thanks, he remembers. I'm quite sure what I saw, Miss Brett. Was I Adam? On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Well, let's not prolong this any further. Inspector, will you show the evidence to the court? Present the beefsteak and plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Yan, different court, Adam. Yes, sir. Okay, wow. Sorry for keeping you. It is obvious. Here is the other steak in its plate. Please, feel free to examine it. Perfect. Perfect match. The blood stain. It's clearly visible. Look!
Yes!
Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Nahodo-san to have shot the victim.
It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. Sure, everyone knows by now who that person is. That's right, Miss Giselle Brett. It's you. מה עכשיו? Oh! Kort off.
Done by a Japanese. Me? By a Japanese schoolboy?
No, no, no! אוקיי, עכשיו הוא יתעורר באופן מלא. אסואן. אוקיי, אני לא יכול לעשות את הקול הזה. אומייגאד. והנה כל ה... וסואן הביא איתו צאצאים. מה זה? לעוף למעלה לגן עדן. והנה כל הצאצאים. וואו. לעלות למעלה לגן עדן, מה זה היה? מצטער, אני לא יכול לעשות את הצליל עם הקול של ג'יזל, זה אשכרה הקול שלי נבלע. ליטרלי. אני לא שמעתי שום דבר.
Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure. Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me.
Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life, using cure. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning.
So you plan to kill him? You plan to kill the professor? Knowing that no trace of poison would be found in his water. Because curare is unheard of here in Japan.
Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I had to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water, and then it would all be over. Oh, please just take that order in front of him to make it appear as though he had been eating alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table.
That would be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else? Such a trifling matter, but the fact you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip from his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment.
Plan to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man?
I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of curare in my handbag, and my own pistol concealed under my skirt.
Okay, אז כן היה בשמלה.
Well, under your skirt.
I was right. There were two guns.
Yes.
And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Placed where you were sure I would notice it.
And everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up,
Wow. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead.
naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the wearer appeared.
Obviously, I assumed that Horderson was the culprit and apprehended him. Took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around.
Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he had picked up the gun. Oh my god.
So, there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor.
Oh yeah, misdemeanor. זה בכלל ייחשב כמסדמינר? אני לא יודע.
Your Excellency,
Yes.
I wonder... Might I speak with you in private later?
I shall call on you.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruto-san.
ביי. אני מניח. אומייגאד, אני לטרלי עשיתי אמצע של טראל מבלי שהיה לי שום שמץ של מושג. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. עוד היה באמצע, אני 2.5 ועוד נמצא רק הייתי... מה זה? אז אני לא סופי את הסיום של הטריאל, אז זה היה מחולק ל3 חלקים, עכשיו אני 2.5. אומייגאד. אז בממוצע זה בערך 8.5 שעות רק לקייס אחד? לא זה בדרך כלל פיינל קייס או רייס from the ashes? וואו. אפילו בדור דסטיני זה אין לי דבר כזה. I presume the prosecution is an agreement.
This can't be! Taketsushi Ouchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
You'd better start getting used to tough opposition.
Aha! Bring in no scare, Naruhodo.
No, yes?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
You've become conceited with age, Council. But the old have to stand aside and make way for the new. Oh. It's the way of the world. May you never forget that. מה עומד לעשות? והנה ווינסטון של אפולו ג'סטיס. אוקיי. וואו. היית יכול פשוט להרוג אותו, אומייגאד. A thousand millennia may pass. It's still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruto clan. אוקיי, אז... אולי זה האוריג'ן של איך פיניקס כל הזמן מנצח את ווינסטון? זה ממש מעניין. אפילו לא ווינסטון, בכלל כל משפחת פיין. There's trial in the Supreme Court of Japan. Will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Yonosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a marked mythology. After all, there's only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. מתי המשחק הזה קורה בטיימליין? קצת מעניין אותי, מתי Great Ace קורה בטיימליין? קצת מעניין אותי. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like, I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Asogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illusionist British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. And not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. What's the mission, huh? I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Oh, never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Oh, yes? A new license. How can I put it? Unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Oh my god. Thank you, Your Excellency. Is that us? It is time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find that the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty! Oh my god, וזה היה רק שליש מהטריal! אני ליטרלי הייתי רק בפארט 3. Let's go! Part 3 exclusive, let's fucking go! This court is now adjourned. November 246 Supreme Court of Judiciary Defendants Anti-Chambers 5. Okay, sure. מה עם District Court Defendant Lobby מספר 3 נראה לי, משהו כזה? Whatever. Can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. שאתה אומר לי את obvious facts. אתה אמור להיות כמו מיה? מה זה, אתה מיה ואדג'וורף פה? What the fuck? Oh, no. It was a pleasure to watch you at work. So, you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Oh. מי זה? Oh. הסוסטה הזאת. Okay. Good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off. Congratulations to you both for providing Naruhodo-san's innocence. Oh, just the judicial assistant. You worked hard for that result too, you know. Oh, no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! If we hadn't had that research report of Miss Brett's, I don't know how things would have turned out. במיוחד במקרה שלי, שאני בכלל לא שיחקתי במשחק הזה. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Ah, yes, of course. Hmm? Okay. Speaking of מקרבה, קשורה ליוג'ין, כן? מה? זה יוג'ין? זה יוג'ין, אוקיי. מה אני אעשה בשבילו? Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job. Thank you, Professor. No, it is I who should be thanking you. After all, your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yuma University, wasn't it? Oh! זה היה סרט הרבה יותר סספקט בנושא של האפיף. אבל אוקיי, נראה שצדקתי באיסנוסה. Yes, that's right. Professor Mikotopa studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic science in... forensic science, זה לא אמה. Went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably, that's when you met Dr. Wilson? Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital. Oh, you worked together? I never heard you mention that before. Interesting. זה לא שלמיקוטופה הזה יש יותר קונקשן לווטסון. במיקוטופה השני זה יותר קשור לפיניקס, כי זאת יותר צ'וסי ומאיה. צ'וסי מאיה מיה, אפשר אפילו להגיד. whatever. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. מתי בריטניה הייתה בשליטת העולם? אני זוכר שבייסיקלי נגמר להם הכוח ב-48. או האינפלואנס לפחות, ואז אחר כך זה היה ארצות הברית. רוסיה עכשיו. אבל... מתי בריטניה הייתה חזקה? כאילו, באיזה תקופה מדברים פה? מה הוא ה-time period? In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear this. The spirit of the Asogi clan. Spirit? You're not taking the sword to Great Britain, are you? Asu. Gum. Of course I am. A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go. Interesting. אז מה זה מביא את בלקוויל? זה יהיה מעניין. And cuts down anything that's in my way. Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what's happened to the woman? To Giselle, oh my god, to Giselle Pratt, I mean. After all, she's guilty of murder. Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all. Literally, look at me. מה קורה פה?
She will be leaving Japan in the very near future. For Shanghai. מה? What? מה הלוג'יק פה? מה? עזבת את יפן לשנגחאי. What? Shanghai? Giselle Brett will not be appearing in court again in this country. I'm certain of that. What? But why not? מי זה עכשיו? Oh, Osanaga. It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Osanaga! It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. Very impressive to watch. I must congratulate. But what's all this about a consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can try her? But then, who? Who's going to bring her to justice? Oh my god, oh my god. A British consular court will hear her case. Somewhere far away, where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now, that we've signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances you would be right. Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can invoke the consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? No, the film was a consular court, isn't it? Yes, she's a student, but it doesn't justify our governments making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. Yeah, ma guapo. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions here in Japan? I'm afraid that's that for the young student. This trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously making this case of a foreigner committing murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make a change. This is the time of great turmoil. This new era, heralded by the start of the 20th century. A 20th century? Amazing. זה 1900X. 1900X. לפני 1948. אוקיי. Interesting. אז זה קורה בערך 127, 128 שנה לאחר מכן? אומייגאד. כן, אני לא בטוח אם אני ידעתי את זה לקונפרם או משהו, אבל אני כן קראתי שאייס אטורני 1 קורה ב-2017. אז אם עושים את כל הקלקוליישנס אחר כך, זה יוצא 2027, 2028. זה 100 פלוס שנים, לא משנה מה. אוקיי. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Yes, change is coming, and we're the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But, Professor! You're right. This is no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest La Carnival? As the head waiter, I shall be designed to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? Okay, יש לך עכשיו דמות פעם? Let's not worry about details for now. To La Carnival. Will you accompany us, Professor? Of course. La Carnival's food is second to none. I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruto-san's release. Oh, yes. Thank you. Bye. So, Giselle bread won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out what she killed Dr. Wilson. Kazuma? Yes, Ryunosuke? I just wanted to say thanks again. That's all. You really saved my skin today. I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work. Your skills made the difference, though. One day, I bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world. I'm not so sure about that. To be honest, something kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. Couldn't help thinking that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer, not me. Well, come on, be serious! If it helped you today, it was only the right at the very start of the trial. Was only right at the start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean. Oh no, not me. All that tense verbal combat? Never want to go through that ever again. I just did what you told me to do. That's all. Because I knew I could trust you. That's the point. Sorry, what do you mean, that's the point? Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? Knowledge of the law? No. The ability to believe. To believe? To believe what? A defense lawyer that has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them all the time. At all times. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it. I'm human. Just like you. I have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what you believe in, and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you chose to believe in even then, well, that's not something anyone can. It's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. Believing in your client. Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stop believing in me. Well, you face seemingly hopeless situations time and time again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it. Through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me. Thanks, Kazuma. There's something I want to ask you, actually, Rinosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something really important to me. What's that? Something serious? What is? Ah, you're still here, are you? Oh, Inspector Sanaga. I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory. And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget! Ah, yes. That too. So, my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Makotoba. Susato-san, who acted as my assistant. Inspector Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still. Okay. It was because of the help and support from all these people that I managed to get through that trial. But more importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor to me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. And, wow. Oh. Defense debuted. Okay, that's fine. The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band? The fuck? אוקיי, אני יכול לצאת מפה. מה יש פה? Chapter Select? The Adventure of the Great Departure, The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band, The Adventure of the Runaway Room, The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro, The Adventure of the Unspeakable Story. אוקיי. טוב, אני אומר לחזור על הטייל-סקרין, כי אני אסיים את הלייב של היום פה, גם אפילו שאני די בטוח שאני לא צילמתי. לא יודע למה זה בלייב, אבל אני לא הפעלתי את הלייב-סטרים. אז וואטאבר, זה הפעם הראשונה שלי שדווקא מסיים אפילו לייב של TheGreatAceAttorney. אז כן, כאן היום ניפגש בסרטון אוהב הבא שירי אומייגאד, אני דפק את האוטו שלי. כאן היום ניפגש בסרטון אוהב הבא שירי גימס, מקווה שנהנתם וביי ביי. אני עומד אולי אשכרה באמת לישון, כי באמת אין לי כוח יותר. ביי ביי.